You know, over the years, when I hear mountains, I've always thought of Rocky Mountains, Appalachian Mountains, Canadian mountains, the Canadian Rockies and what have you. But I've never really thought about where I'm about to go this weekend, or actually where I am right now, and that is the Blue Mountains. That's right, I am in the Blue Mountains. I'm right at the entrance to the Blue Mountains, and I'm about to begin a 3-day weekend, the better part of a 3-day weekend. And I'm going to, as I do so, I'm going to bring you along, and we're going to go see some of the nicer sights of the Blue Mountains, to include the Three Sisters. Temperature is just ideal. I mean, temperature is in the low 70s. There's just a smattering of clouds in the sky. But boy, it's beautiful. It really, really is a beautiful day. And I've got just a wonderful friend coming in to share the weekend with me. And we're going to share some of this with you, beginning with the visitor center. So I found myself right at the visitor center coming in, and I thought, as I often do when I go to a place like the Blue Mountains, which is a national park, I like to go and actually check out the visitor center and get some information about what to see and do, during the visit. So with that said, I'm going to bring you along, and we're going to do a quick stop into the visitor center here before we begin the tour of the Blue Mountains. They've got a display right here from the Rotary clubs of the Blue Mountains. Look at this. It's kind of like a totem pole, or not a totem pole, but it's some wood with different mosaics on the logs that are split. So, boy, this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Let's go check out the visitor center. And here we are, the entrance to the Blue Mountains Visitor Information Center. So I've already been in, and I know what to expect. And as you walk in, there's just a beautiful video that's playing that gives you some idea as to what you might be expecting on your trip here. So I'll just take a moment and share that with you. But boy, that looks like just a beautiful, beautiful spot to explore. That's actually an advertisement that they got going on there at the moment. So this is the visitor center here. They've got all types of information on attractions and dining and accommodation and what have you. I like to always do the little bit of the shopping, as I walk into a place like this, so you can get some local honey or some chocolate koalas, different art, all types of stuff. Here's some, I think this would be Aboriginal art. Look at that. And then what gift shop wouldn't be complete without some little critters like these here. Here's a koala, looks like he's ready for a walkabout himself. Kangaroos. And here's an interesting little critter here. A little platypus. You can see. Just kind of chilling, waiting for somebody to come and, pick him and take him home. And you've got your collection of boomerangs. I actually have a boomerang at home. There's your boomerangs. Postcards are always a good thing to check out when you come into a place like this. They give you an idea as to what are some of the highlights of the park. And of course you have your t-shirts and your hats. Very nice. And then here are some purses that you can pick up. All right, so I'm gonna go and explore a little bit. Here's some of the, as I walk out, I see they've got some of the attractions that you can do here. Hillbilly Cider Shed, the farmhouse, Ugg boots, all your typical stuff that you would see at a national park such as this. Here's some different coffee mugs, coffee cups that you can get yourself. All right, so on with the tour, and there's a couple lookouts that are just not too far from where I find myself at this moment. So we're going to go check those out on the way to Katoomba, where I'm going to be checking in here shortly. So after walking down a path here through the bush, I got to get used to saying the bush. So after walking down a path here to the bush, I was looking for a place called Chalmers Lookout here. This is the just a short distance from the visitor center, and this will give me my look of the Blue Mountains. It's a scenic overlook, one of many scenic overlooks of the Blue Mountains. And as you look off in the distance, you don't see a lot of mountains per se. You know, when you think of mountains, you think snow-capped, snow-capped mountaintops and what have you. But you don't quite see that here. But here, you just see endless stretches of bush or forest or trees, whatever you want to call it. So I believe that this is Chalmers Lookout, which is what the woman was telling me I should come and find. So this will be the first stop, and I found it. Chalmers Lookout. And I don't know who Chalmer was, but here is Chalmers Lookout as I begin the weekend into the Blue Mountains. What a view. What a view. Look at that. All right, we'll go see if we can't find another lookout or two before heading up to Katoomba. You are looking at what I think is sure to be the first of many little towns that I'm going to visit this weekend here in the Blue Mountains, and this is called Glenbrook. And just driving through it, it looks like a charming little town where everybody knows your name. I don't know if they know my name, but maybe they will. I've been told I'm famous here in the land down under on Tom TV. But it's just a sleepy little town, and I'm gonna do a walk and talk right down Main Street here. Just give you a taste of what you might expect if you were here. Just all your typical stores. Here's your grocery store right here, and they've got I'm just walking past a butcher. So there's the local grocery store, and here's the Glenbrook Village Bakehouse, where you can get yourself a cappuccino or a light lunch, sandwich, pastries, cakes, pies. All of their pies, when they say pies, I think that they're referring to, I'll show you. I think they're referring to these kind of pies right here. You see? So when they say pies, they don't mean the pies that we mean. Hi, how are you? So those are the pies that they're referring to. So back out onto the street. When we think pies, we think chocolate pie and lemon meringue and all that good stuff. But here, no, their pies are kangaroo pie and all that kind of stuff. There's another Bakehouse Gourmet gourmet pies. So somewhere not far from here is, or I should say are, some other little lookouts, that I'll take a time and go to. But here's your first little town walk and talk of what I'm sure are going to be some more as I spend the weekend here. Actually, be nice to do. I'm spending the weekend with a lovely lady named Michelle, and maybe I can do some of these walk and talk videos before she gets here tonight. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. All right. Friendly folk. All right. So here is your that's about it, folks. That's your tour of Glenbrook. I don't know that I even saw a traffic light here. So let's get on. We'll go look at some of the other lookouts before heading to Katoomba. I've come to the next stop here on my tour of the Blue Mountains National Park, and this is Wentworth Falls. And I'm going to just take a little bit of a walk. I'm very close to Katoomba, but I'm trying to do some of these views here before getting to the hotel and checking in. This would be Jameson Lookout. Wow, look at this. Look at this view. So here you have Jameson Lookout, and that really is a spectacular view. Look at that. Boy, it just seems to go on forever. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit on that rock right there. There you have it. All right, let's go check out Wentworth Falls. I came up to this information panel with information about the walks and views from where I'm standing, and you've got a few options. One is easy access views. That's the Jameson Lookout and the Wentworth Falls Lookout. Those are a 10-minute return, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the Wentworth Falls Lookout. But you could do some other lookouts as well, like the Prince's Rock Lookout or the Fletcher's Lookout, which is the 40-minute return to the top of the Wentworth Falls. That's an hour return. But this is you can see right here, give you a nice view of the descent if you were to take that particular walk. As I'm walking along here, there is just absolutely no shortage of just beautiful plants. Look at, there are all types of pines, and then here's a plant that is so familiar to me from when I was back in New Zealand. It's looks like a fern, but look at this here. That really is beautiful. And if I pan my way up, you'll get a view just up ahead. There's some eucalyptus in here as well. And I have found my way to the Wentworth Falls Lookout. Wasn't too far of a distance from the parking lot. And there's another really spectacular view. And we'll see if we can't see Wentworth Falls. Look at this view. Wow. That really is beautiful. I'll pan down and show you the rocks. Right down there I see somebody at Prince's Lookout. And I actually see the falls are just right over here. I actually see some folks down there, but there would be the falls right about dead center, and I can probably zoom in. So there are your Wentworth Falls right there. There you go. Wentworth Falls here in the Blue Mountains of New South Wales, Australia. Just gorgeous. Give you another shot looking out. Alright, on with the tour. Next stop, I'm going to be checking into the hotel. Boy, that's beautiful. And here we are, Fairmont Resort and Spa, Blue Mountains, Leura, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, Leura Golf Club. And this is going to be the accommodations for the next 3 nights. And I figured, how often do you get to go to the Blue Mountains, especially in the autumn time? And I'm going to, well, I should say we are going to have just a very, very lovely time, I would think. So let's go and check out this beautiful resort and spa. Look at this. Boy, is that gorgeous or what? What a nice place to stay for a visit to the Blue Mountains. Just wonderful. Look at this. Boy, you know, for people that tell me, next time somebody tells me to live a little, I will send them a link to this video and let them see that every now and then I do know how to just do that, and that is to live a little. So I'm just coming up to the reception, and we will go and check this out. I believe it's going to be just a beautiful, beautiful resort. So we'll go and check in and bring you along and share this place with you. There is there's your view going in. So we'll go check in. As you can see, this is absolutely no quacking matter. And as I walk along, there is no shortage of these sculptures all about the grounds here. And I dropped off my luggage, and I'm gonna go find my way into the lobby. But it looks like they are getting ready for a wedding tonight. And what a beautiful, beautiful spot this is. Look at this. I see fish swimming around out in the lake. Very, very nice nice spot, I'm sure, to do a drone flight. But right now I just want to go get checked into my room. Our room. I got to keep in mind our room. Now we're talking. Look at that. I see some jacuzzis and a beautiful pool. Let's go find the reception. One more stop on my way to the reception, the golf course, and you're looking at hole number 1, par 4, 273 meters if you're a man. If you're a lady, 268 meters. But here's your golf course, and I'm going to find my way into the reception. And finally, the reception. So I haven't checked in. I left my bags with the bellhop, and I haven't seen the inside of the resort. But if it looks anything like the outside, I'm sure it's going to be just beautiful. Hello. So here is the, look at this. No shortage of folks that are checking in. Boy, this is nice. Just beautiful. Very, very nice. And they have a piano. Not sure if I remember how to play, but there's a maybe Michelle knows how to play the piano. But look at that view out the dining hall window. Very, very nice. Boy, this is very, very nice. Look at that. Look at All right. And just in here is where they are setting up for a wedding, and I saw the couple earlier. But this is where they're going to have a wedding. Look at the setup with the view of the Blue Mountains off in the distance. Robbie and Kelly. That's who's going to be getting married here. Robbie and Kelly. What a backdrop for a wedding. Maybe Michelle and I can crash the wedding. We'll just say, I'm with the bride. Something like that. But look at the tables. Fantastic. Very, very nice. All right, now I got to go and find my room. It should be somewhere around here. I see the concierge. Oh, and look at this. There you go. Oh, and they've got some just gorgeous furniture as well. Look at that. Fantastic. Bet there's a lot of history behind this building. All right, I'm gonna go and check in. All right, one last stop before I check in, and I thought I'd share the hotel gift shop with you. And they've got some just really, really beautiful pieces. I saw some of these birds flying around out in the trees as I was coming in. Very nice. Now somewhere I gotta find a Pinocchio for Michelle, but maybe she would settle for a cupcake. Look at these. Yeah, maybe I could get her to settle for a cupcake or a cappuccino. Wow. What a nice place. What a really, really nice place. Okay, now we're gonna go and check in. I wonder if Michelle's gonna buy anything. Look at these back in the day. Enjoying this tour, Mark? Beautiful. All right, let's see if my room's ready. Room 261. That sounds like as good a number as any. So let's see how the room looks. Well, there you have it. They already have my bags in here. And, oh, that's nice. Big king bed. Very nice. Hotel was built in 1980, so it's about 30 years old. There's a very nice big screen TV. Boy, what a wonderful room. Let's see if it's got a view. So there's the view out the window. And of course we have to look at the bathroom. So folks, there is your Blue Mountains check-in. Usually I do a video just of the check-in itself, but I'm going to just combine it with my entry video. All right, folks. So have a great day until the next adventure.